Hey, what's up guys? So this just got posted on the official Konami website that they are going to be releasing a Noble Knights of the Round Table box set. It doesn't come out till November, and this is going to be more of a market watch video, but nonetheless, if you have some Noble Knights or if you're interested in playing them, that's news for you. So anyways, it's going to retail for $50 per box set, so you got to think that this is going to be good. They got to release something good. They're basically saying Noble Knights will be getting some more support, and if they're going to be charging $50, it's got to be something substantial to make, Noble Knights actually playable. I'm basically going to be summarizing what they say in here. Basically, they're saying they're going to be giving you a pre-constructed deck. Now, sometimes those pre-constructed decks require you to buy multiples, although with a $50 price tag, I don't think it's going to be very viable to think that they're going to want you to buy 3 of these in order to play the deck. That is just absurd. Even 2 of these would be kind of expensive considering, it is kind of catered towards a pre-constructed deck, and usually, a $10 structure deck, picking up 3 of those, not too big of a deal, but when they're $50 each, that becomes kind of a problem. So if you have some Noble Knights right now, and you're looking at your Madras wondering, should you sell these? Now, we don't actually have the full spoiler list out yet, but once that list gets announced, and they show that there's Madras in there, you're going to be wanting to get rid of yours as soon as possible. The thing is, if you get rid of yours now, you might be able to get a higher price than you would after you go ahead and wait until the full list is out. More than likely, I feel like all of the Noble Knights that are kind of like expensive right now, I mean, so many cards in the deck are secret rare. The only thing that's really expensive, I would say, is Madrut. There's also the Dristan, there's also Lady Lake. I mean, there's so many secret rares. It almost reminds me of what kind of happened to Spellbooks. They kept on releasing support for it, nothing really happened to the deck. Then they're like, you know what, we're making Spellbooks good because we're Konami, we can decide what is good. And then they just released this card, which was one of the most terribly designed cards I've ever seen in Yu-Gi-Oh! But who knows, maybe those new Noble Knights cards will be on par with Spellbooks. And I feel like Noble Knights, they can lose to a lot of things. They can get wrecked by a Ghost Trick, they can get wrecked by a creature swap. But what they do basically tell us is that they're going to be releasing Merlin, and there's other cards in addition to Merlin. It's going to be all foils. So some of you guys that are interested in higher rarity cards, everything is going to be high rarity in here. It's the new Platinum Rare. I have no idea what they're going to be looking like. I hope they actually show it relatively soon. I'll update you guys on that, as well as update you guys on the new Noble Knight cards, because like I said, this is more just of a market watch video. But you get a full rubber mat, and you get 70 new round table card sleeves. I hope these sleeves are better than the ones that they came out of the tins that were like really flimsy. But it's a 43 card all-foil pre-constructed deck. Like I mentioned before, I don't think that they would release a pre-constructed deck over here that's retailing for $50 that requires you to buy 3. I know that, technically you could say that they're interested in making money, but this is not a good business decision to try to force people to buy 3 of these. It's just not that realistic. Maybe even 2 of these would be too much. I feel like they gotta give you like multiple Madrut in here. That's what basically runs the deck. Hopefully they'll at least give you 1. I mean, if they don't give you any, then wow, this is just the biggest slap in the face ever, because I think it's kind of funny how they said, where is it? By adding key cards to the already popular deck theme. Now, I don't know about you guys, but, when has Noble Knights been topping these huge tournaments? Because I don't really see any of them. I hardly see any players even wanting to play the deck, because this deck just does not compete with the speed that other decks can have. What they needed was a reinforcement of their army. If they get that, the deck can still basically get out one monster that, can just basically protect itself, because everything's like, oh, you destroy it. No, you can't destroy it by battle, you can't destroy it by card effects. It relies on that whole, like, almost as if you were playing Boojins. But, I mean, a creature swap, just one creature swap. Like, unless some of the equips make it so your opponent can't play any cards, period. Like, I feel like they might release something super crazy like that. Like I said, they gotta be pushing this set. I mean, if they're gonna be charging $50 per box, which is a very hefty price tag, something has to be good in here. And also say that it comes with, all-foil power-up pack, which we don't know what are going to be in these power-up packs. Maybe the Madrut could be one of those cards that you get out of the power-up pack. I have a feeling that something is going to be really good for a reprint in those power-up packs. But hopefully we'll get those Madruts in there, because I think a lot of players wanted to play Noble Knights. But the thing is, when you make every card secret rare Konami, it makes it a little bit difficult. But since they are going to be releasing this, like I said, I feel like all those cards that were technically secret rare, hard to get, they will be probably coming in here. And hopefully Noble Knights will be able to do something without being way too overpowered. But anyways, like I said, I'll update you guys on that. But if you have some Noble Knights, highly recommend you to get rid of them. And if you're interested in picking up Noble Knights, just wait till this comes out, because at a $50 price tag, like I said, it should probably come with a bunch of stuff that you need. Hopefully, you know, you can just pick up a few commons and then you'll get a really good competitive deck. And obviously, you'll need that extra deck because it probably doesn't come with all of the cards that you want in the extra deck. But I mean, the other Noble Knight XYZ is like $2 or $3 anyways. Everything's pretty cheap in the deck, like I said, with the exception of this, which you probably want 3 of, which is the only thing that's going to make it expensive, which probably will be coming in here. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll update you guys on what actually comes out. But thanks for watching, guys. Azneyes out.